we are honored to have Mr. Leung here today. He is here to answer your question and listen to your concern and address them as best as we can. Please let us know if you need any assistance with the translation or quality the association. We will be more than happy to assist you. Thank you. Please join me. Welcome, Mr. Leung.
Thank you, Master. Thank you. I said, for me, it's always a pleasure to meet with its constituents and people who are interested in all areas of politics. Today, I will not be as specific as last time when we talked about express entry or immigration, but today I will open myself up to answer any questions that you have with respect to budget, to foreign policy, to national defense, to even budget or tax or everything, or citizenship and immigration, because these are all the areas that I've been through in about 40 years in Canada, including being requested to go to Iran in 1981, 82 to help build the subway system in Tehran, but we were not successful. And if you want to know about oil prices, all that, I'll try my best to answer the question, but sometimes it may not be to your satisfaction, and that's because in most cases we don't always have the right answers, but we are certainly, as a government, prepared to listen to a broad spectrum of people. Yesterday I was at a pre-budget consultation with Minister Van Leung, also in Lauderdale, and we had actually Iranian network, Iranian Canadian network, Iranian Canadian Congress, and we have the Pakistan Business Association, the Indian Business Association, and 5 Chinese business associations to discuss various aspects of the budget and the concerns on the budget. So with that as the opening, I guess we were expecting Minister for Democratic Reform Pierre Poilievre to be here about 2:30 or so, but I don't know. The Lauderdale traffic can be bad, but I don't think it'll be that bad on a Saturday, so I hope you'll be here soon. So I'll open it up if you don't want to use English and you want to use either Pashtun or Farsi. Farsi, yeah, okay. I mean, the other languages I can handle are Cantonese, Mandarin, Taiwanese, and Japanese. And if you speak German, I can handle that too. So, the floor is open.
Thank you very much. I thank, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you on behalf of the Association of North American Ethnic Journalists and Writers. Really, we are privileged to have you here. And I understand that Mr. Leung has agreed from before that this be a kind of very friendly, informal gathering, and he came here to respond to some of the questions and problems that we may have as a group or personally, so feel free that this is actually the epitome of democracy, that here we have a federal member of the Parliament of Canada, Secretary of the Parliament for Multinationals, and another minister coming here, sitting so informally with us, and we are open to ask anything that we wish to know, as long as it's, I don't think there would be anything that they would object to being questioned about. And I'm really proud of being a Canadian for many, many things, including this one. And thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
If I ask a question regarding express entry with the new regulation effective January 1st, can you elaborate on that, whether the point grade is still in effect, or there's another layer added to the process? If you can just elaborate what's the difference.
Yeah. First, you need to understand that there's a distinction between process and program.
Yes.
The program that we bring people in are federal skilled worker, federal skilled trade worker, investor immigrant, family reunification, Canadian experience class. These are the program. How we administer them is we administer them using a process. There is 2 processes that are involved. When you submit an application in the past, before the express entry, you are given a sequential number, like 1, 2, 3, 4. And what they will do is they will look at number 1, and then says, yes, he qualified, or no, he doesn't qualify. Or then he will look at number 2, yes, he qualified, doesn't qualify. This is called a sequential programming system. Now, in the new express entry system, what you do is all the application goes into a pool, and then everybody is reviewed at the same time, and then we look at the number of points, and the ones with the most points rises to the top. It's called bubble sort. If you understand computer, computer technology, the bigger the bubble, the faster it rises to the top. So if you score the highest point, you're closer to the top. Our limitation is we can only bring in, we bring in about 280,000 immigrants this year for 2015. 2014 it was 260, and then before that it was 250. So we determine what number we want to bring in. So when we say the immigration, the policy, the application is open, we usually get about 800 to 1 million application, but we can only bring in, the best 280,000. In the past, what we need to do is we need to review them each at a time, so that if you come in at the end of that 1 million application, you have to wait 4 years before your application is reviewed. In the express entry, we review 1 million application, and then we see the points are the best for the first 280,000, and then we send them an invitation that says, please apply for an immigrant status. The others, we will say you can apply another year, or reapply another year. So that is the difference. So that is the process. The other process that is different is we have something known as a global management system, rather than each office in Ankara, in Beijing, in United States that look at these applications for that country. Everybody is now the same, and when the application goes into the pool, someone in Ottawa will be reviewing it in the daytime, and then when Beijing is doing it, they will do it at night, but they will do the next file that is on the computer system. There's not a file dedicated to China, not a file dedicated to Tehran or to Iran. It's everybody is in the same pool, and then we will. So those are the difference. As far as the points are concerned, no, there's no difference. If you say, well, there is a difference, yes, there is one small difference. The requirement for English or French is a little bit higher, and I think no, there's no difference. At age 35, if you're below age 35, you have a better chance. And if you are educated in Canada or educated in an English-speaking country,
what do you mean language is a little bit higher?
A little bit higher in that.
Six, the basic.
There's they use these new classifications, and in the past, the immigration officer interviews you to determine the language capability. Now we ask a third party to do the assessment, so that it's independent of the immigration officer. Yeah. So I shouldn't say it's higher. It's different. It's more independent.
That's the interview was many years ago.
Yes.
I'm talking about the difference between pre-January 1st, 2015 and after January 1st, 2015. I'm not going back.
The difference is the express entry. Everybody goes to the pool. Your application is reviewed, and then you're invited to be a land immigrant.
But you still have to be qualified according to the point system.
Yes, you do.
Program is the same.
That's right.
but it's just the processing, how to handle it is
That's
different.
right, that's right.
So if 35 is 35, the age, language is 6, the age, education.
That's
all
no,
the
that's,
same, right?
has no change. Yeah,
And-
no, but again, I should say, you know, if the pool of people applying, their language skills are generally better, then obviously
Yeah.
that will change too. Or, you know.
In that pool,
Mhm.
it's not very clear to the public that how that pool works.
It is subjective, yes,
Yeah.
I agree.
Who, the transparency I'm talking, there are 250 people there.
Mhm.
Some people, they get invitation.
Mhm, mhm.
There is no transparent criteria as long as the job, how the person, according to what criteria.
That is
Am I
still, you're right,
Yeah.
that is still subject to a certain amount of discretion allowed to the
Which
individual
is not
officer.
open to the public.
That is not open to the public, you're right.
So my question is why?
We don't have to. I think Canada we don't have to be totally transparent. I think we have a
Oh.
certain independence in choosing.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, look, it's.
No, as long as we know you don't
there-
have
there-
to, that's
Yeah,
very
I mean,
good to know.
let's say you could come in and you say, I am a nuclear scientist and I am a specialist in making atomic bombs. Well, the immigration officer look at that and says, no, we don't need that.
Yeah, but
You-
you
you
just
may
said we don't
qualify.
need nuclear science. It's
Yeah.
not secret.
There's no secret, no, there's no secret, but I think
You're
there
saying you
is.
don't have to be transparent? That's
No,
very scary.
I don't think we have to be totally transparent. I think we have that a little bit of subjectivity where they can assess the person. You see, we cannot assess every situation to the infinite degree. We cannot predict whether the person that's coming in is going to be, in the future, a terrorist.
But the question is when there is no criteria, when there is
No, there is a criteria. The
No, no.
criteria is based on the chain.
no internal criteria of the officer, then if I'm subject to whatever reason,
Mhm.
that pool, that
Mhm.
internal thing processing, so
Mhm.
there is no right of me to appeal or to see what was the reasoning of the officers.
There is no right to appeal, but there is a right to reapply if the circumstances change.
So the appeal, when you don't have the
Look,
right to
let
appeal,
me
that
give you a blunt
question the
Yeah.
democracy. you know.
Let me tell you that Canada has no obligation to accept everybody that
Yeah,
that comes in.
absolutely.
We have no obligation to do that.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. No.
So that shows the government how to handle
Mhm.
this situation here. As opposed to
Yeah.
January 1st,
Mhm.
so they can do racial profiling, whatever is behind the curtain. So
Mhm.
there's no right of appeal. I'm not supposed to know what was the reason I'm subject to whatever
Mhm.
criteria that is behind the curtain. So
Mhm, mhm.
there's nothing in there.
May I?
There's nothing.
Because-
It's the same has to do with visas. We don't have the obligation to bring everybody in that applies to come in
nobody says
visas.
that. But before January
Mhm.
1st,
Mhm.
you know, I can, if I submit the application,
Mhm.
the officer send the decision
Mhm.
based on so and so and so. It
Yeah.
says, in my opinion, you provide me this, and in my opinion, this is not, you're not getting enough point because of this and this and this.
Mhm.
And I go and appeal the case, and I said, no, in this case, you made mistake because based on this and this and this,
Mhm.
I'm qualified. Then you can either go to the court and you become eligible, maybe because officers is also at the end of the day,
Mhm.
they are subject to making mistake too, right?
Everybody,
And
yes.
every human. So
Mhm.
you cannot say that's my way or highway. You can't take me to the court or appeal because this is the system how it works. I think before was more.
No, I don't think Canada has obligation to accept every refugee, every person that
Absolutely.
applies.
Absolutely.
I think that when there is deficiencies, we will let you know, because the decision is that we will still let you know. And right now, the express entry system, you are given the chance to reapply, you're given a chance to improve your
Yeah, but
application.
do they give in the answer decision, in this area you're lacking so and so? if I don't know where did I fail, how I'm supposed to reapply when I don't even know what was the reasoning behind the decision?
You have to go back and review.
Mr. Leung, with all due respect, Wednesday night I was in a meeting with Honorable Leung, and he was telling me that in the Parliament you have to be 1 minute. Yes,
1 minute,
can
yes.
you please, or you are out.
Yeah, that's right.
So we are not having that strict, situation here, but I still ask, that we give first priority to every question to up to 5 minutes, and if there were enough time, then we come back to it.
Sure.
Thank you very much.
But anyway, I got my answer.
Yeah.
Enough that
Any